Welcome to the weekend. We'll have a rerun today, and I'll add a quote. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's see what we have. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for September 13th. September 13th is the 256th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 257th in leap years, with 109 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is lunatic. Lunatic is usually used as an adjective, but can also be used as a noun. As an adjective, lunatic can mean affected with a severely disordered state of mind or insane. It can also mean wildly foolish, like a lunatic idea. Lunatic can also mean designed for the care of mentally ill people, like a lunatic asylum. Where you might hear the word lunatic in this manner might be in reference to someone hatching a lunatic plot to overthrow the government, or in reference to someone with another one of their lunatic ideas, or a ward of lunatic old ladies. As a noun, the word lunatic might refer to a mentally ill person or a person whose actions and manner are marked by extreme eccentricity or recklessness. It is important to note that in reference to mental illness, the term lunatic is not an official term and is used more informally and is currently considered a disparaging or offensive term. The word lunatic has evolved to us through several languages, originally from a Latin word that meant moon because of the long-held notion that lunacy fluctuated with phases of the moon. First known use of the word lunatic is in the 1300s. Lunatic. The word lunatic was suggested by one of my viewers. Thank you so much. And if you have a word that you'd like us to explore in the Word of the Day section, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, it was just the other day that we were talking about Michelangelo's statue of David when it was unveiled. And, well, it was on this day, September 13, in the year 1501, that Michelangelo began work on the statue of David. We've also mentioned Henry Hudson recently as well, and it was on September 13 in 1609 that Henry Hudson reached the river that would later bear his name, the Hudson River. On September 13, 1788, the Philadelphia Convention set the date for the first presidential election in the United States, and New York became the country's temporary capital. This is the birthday of American physician and biologist Walter Reed, born September 13, 1851. He was a U.S. Army physician, and he led the team that confirmed the theory of a Cuban doctor that yellow fever was transmitted by mosquitoes rather than by direct contact. If that name seems familiar to you, you may have heard of the Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington, D.C., or the Walter Reed Army Medical Center. He passed away at the age of 51 due to peritonitis resulting from an appendix rupture. Eddie Money was an award-winning American rock singer and songwriter who had a good bit of success in the 1970s and 80s. He had 11 top 40 songs, and the one that always pops to mind for me is 2 Tickets to Paradise. He faced a lot of personal challenges in his life, some of them that he created himself, as is true with most of us, I suppose, but he got through all that. In 2019, however, he suffered some serious health challenges. He had a heart valve surgery in July, and in August he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Eddie Money passed away on September 13, 2019, at the age of 70. Today's song, then, is 2 Tickets to Paradise by Eddie Money. Written by Eddie Money and released in June of 1978. Gosh, can you believe it's been that long ago? 2 Tickets to Paradise became Eddie Money's signature song and a staple of classic rock. This is another song that has been so popular and so widely played and so well known that I was quite surprised to learn that it only got to number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100. Song's been featured in popular culture. It was featured in an episode of The Simpsons, for example. 2 Tickets to Paradise by Eddie Money. Link in the description. For today's quote, we'll take a pearl of wisdom from Conway Twitty, who said, "You learn the most from life's hardest knocks." Conway Twitty. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. No Really. No Really. Consider following my Day in History page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I also have a Patreon account now, or you can buy me a coffee. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.